It's there after all that the young actor Zaira Wasim has faced, also in the support that she's faced for having been trolled. Finally, her mentor, the actor Aamir Khan, has spoken out.
All right, we'll get you that reaction as well, but Aamir Khan has spoken out on the actor, a young 16-year-old actor, Zaira Wasim, who was being trolled on Twitter for her participation in the film, for acting in the film, as well as meeting with Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Mehbooba Mufti, yesterday. She was threatened to issue that apology. You can see this meeting on the screen, post which she was threatened there by the fanatics and fundamentalists there in the valley. And now Aamir Khan has spoken out on Zaira Wasim, the girl who acted in his film Dangal, which continues to break all box office records, a film that has been critically acclaimed as well by many. And this young artist there from the valley was being trolled for her participation acting in the film, and also being trolled for that meeting with Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister. Only 60-year-old, she won over critics and fans for a formidable performance in Dangal. In fact, more details coming out.
In fact, he's putting out on his Twitter account. Remember, after a whole day of the entire country coming together to support her, including Geeta Phokad herself, whose younger life's role there was played by Zaira Wasim. Here's the note that Aamir Khan has put out on his official Twitter handle there, saying that I have read Zaira's statement. I can understand and imagine what led her to make that statement. And he directly addresses the girl, saying, Zaira, I want you to know that we are all with you. Our news editor Meghna Dekka getting us all of those inputs here on that statement. Meghna, please go ahead.
Well, in fact, what we've managed to access here, we are getting you the Twitter page which has been given out by Aamir Khan, and he sent out a word of support there for his Dangal co-star. He said, I have read Zaira's statement and I can understand, imagine what led her to make that statement. Zaira, I want you to know that we are all with you. The beauty is that bright, young, talented, hardworking, respectful, caring and courteous kids like you are a role model for kids, not only in India, but across the world. You certainly are a role model for me. May God bless you. Love, Aamir. And then he also has a bit of a PS which he's written. He says, PS, I appeal to everyone to now leave her alone and respect the fact that she's just a 16-year-old girl trying her best to deal with life. So there you have it, a word of support there coming in from the Dangal superstar, who was of course her co-star in the movie, Aamir Khan. He's come out staunchly, backed her and said that she is a role model not just for children but even for the entire world.
Yeah, about time he actually reacted, isn't it? Because we were just discussing a few minutes ago as well on the fact that Aamir Khan, being a mentor and a producer of this film, hadn't reacted all along. But the kind of criticism that this girl faced, the kind of, literally mental torture she must have undergone to get all those trolls, Meghna, would have been quite a burden for her to bear. But the fact that a mentor like Aamir Khan now coming out, stepping up and giving that tacit support to this young girl would mean a lot to her now.
It would mean a lot to her, because yesterday, remember, immediately after we broke the news here on NewsX, we spoke to Geeta Phokad as well as Babita Phokad. Both of them, of course, are the role models that their characters in the film Dangal was based upon. Both of them, Geeta as well as Babita, here on NewsX yesterday, came out in support of Zaira and said that she's not said anything wrong and we shouldn't be blasting her, we should be supporting her and hold her up as the role model that she is. And after Geeta and Babita, now today it's Aamir Khan who's come out and openly backed her. It is going to be a massive relief for this young girl. Remember, she's just 16 years old, and it's quite unfortunate that she gets trolled by anonymous trollers on Twitter for something which wasn't her fault. She was being accused of of having betrayed the people of Jammu and Kashmir at a time when everyone's applauded her performance, the world's applauded her performance. It's quite unfortunate that we have these radicals on social media who can openly threaten a young 16-year-old girl in this manner.
That's right, and it is along similar lines that her mentor, the actor Aamir Khan, has finally spoken out. Remember, Meghna, of course, we were waiting for him to break his silence on this, given that she was supported from by people across the political spectrum, across the Bollywood industry itself.
Well, absolutely. There are many people who've come out in support. However, the voices coming in from Bollywood weren't as vociferous as those coming in from the other parts. In fact, many were saying that Bollywood has taken its own sweet time to come out and openly back her. Remember, Bollywood, many of the stars in Bollywood, they themselves have been in one spot of bother after the other, perhaps, which is why they don't want to enter any new controversy. However, the fact that Aamir Khan now has openly come out, taken a stand, well, that is something which ought to be very heartening, not just for Zaira, but for a lot of young girls who want to do well, who want to prove themselves, and who, yes, they do stand as role models for the rest of people. And it's important that India shows these trollers, these haters who are there on social media, what their real place is.
You know, yesterday we were discussing, Meghna, of how she was threatened, how she was forced to make that apology for acting in the film and then having met the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. But the fact that Aamir Khan has now really come out, it will be interesting to watch how the people, the fundamentalists, the fanatics who were actually tormenting this girl by trolling her on Twitter, how will they now react to this? Because it is actor Aamir Khan himself who has now come out and sent out a message, and most importantly has appealed in that message in the last few lines that we are showing on our screens. So reactions will be awaited of, does this make any sense to all those people when one from their own community comes out and supports this girl for trying to find her best in the life?
Unfortunately, Akshay, however, it is very true that people such as Aamir Khan have been at the butt of several controversies, and he has also been trolled massively for the last couple of films. Almost every film of his gets into some kind of a controversy after other. But Aamir Khan is not new to such trollers. He knows the way the industry works, and despite the kind of hate mail that he has been receiving, the hate tweets that he's been receiving, he has done well.
Now we're getting